With the speed of technological advancement, we could have more changes in our lives than we can keep track of. I mean, have you ever tried to keep up with the Kardashians? Well, keeping up with technology could be even harder. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. The future is full of possibilities, and some of them are downright hilarious. It's going to be amazing, and we should embrace it with open arms. Who knows, maybe one day we'll have robots do all our chores, and we can finally live like the Jetsons. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride of the top 10 mind-blowing concepts of the future, because the future is looking brighter than a supernova. Number 10. Anti-Aging Intervention. Futurists are working on all kinds of possibilities to help us live longer, healthier lives. And no, we're not talking about some magic potion that'll keep us looking like 21-year-olds forever. Instead, researchers are exploring some really cool ideas, like genetic tweaks that have been shown to increase the lifespan of roundworms by 50%. Yep, you heard that right. Roundworms. But hey, if it works for them, who's to say it won't work for us? And then there's the possibility of therapies that could restore the length of our telomeres or replenish our mitochondria. I know, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but trust me, it's all real science. Number 9. Military autonomous robots. We might be looking at a future where killer robots are a thing. That's right, the stuff of sci-fi movies might become a reality sooner than we think. There are already weapon systems out there that have some degree of autonomy, and naval ships equipped with the Aegis combat system are ready to take down targets with powerful computers. And let's face it, military leaders would prefer to spare the loss of human life. I mean, who wouldn't want a robot to do their dirty work for them? But let's not get too carried away here. The idea of killer robots is pretty terrifying, but we have to admit it's kind of cool too. I mean, who wouldn't want a robot army to do their bidding? Just imagine a world where your every command is carried out by an army of robots. It's like having a personal army without all the paperwork. But in all seriousness, we have to be careful about this kind of technology. We don't want to end up like those Terminator movies, where the robots take over and start calling the shots. So let's proceed with caution and remember that as cool as killer robots may sound, they come with a lot of responsibility. Number 8. Lab-grown meat. Did you know that biotechnology is about to change the way we eat? That's right, Google has sponsored a project that produced synthetic meat grown from stem cells extracted from a cow's shoulder. And let me tell you, it's not your grandma's pot roast. We're talking lab-grown meat, people. No more slaughtering animals or worrying about the environmental impact of livestock farming. Number 7. Interplanetary Internet. We might soon have an internet connection that spans the whole universe. That's right, we're talking about Interplanetary Internet, or IPN. It might not sound like much, but when we start traveling to other planets, it's gonna be a game changer. Imagine a future where we're all zipping around the galaxy, exploring new worlds, and sharing information at the speed of light. Thanks to the IPN, that future might not be too far off. Whether it's a government agency or a private enterprise, we're bound to end up on Mars someday. And when that day comes, we're going to need a way to access and share information instantly. The IPN will be our bridge to the stars, folks. It'll provide the necessary connectivity to share information across space. So whether you're a space scientist or a space influencer, you'll be able to post your latest discovery or selfie from the red planet in real time. Number 6. Drinkable ocean water. Did you know that by 2030, desalination on an industrial scale might become as common as avocado toast on Instagram? That's right, with the advancement of solar power, we may be able to use the residual heat from photovoltaic cells to remove salt from seawater. Say goodbye to salty tears and hello to sweet, sweet H2O. According to the experts, we could even cover the growing freshwater deficit by 2030. That's right, we can have our water and drink it too. And if that's not enough to quench your thirst, get this. Massive concentrated solar power plants will become as common as Starbucks, providing potable water even in areas where it's currently unavailable. No more trekking miles to a well, folks. The future is looking bright and hydrated. But let's not forget the real question on everyone's mind. Will it taste good? Well, that remains to be seen. But we can hope that the water will taste better than a lukewarm beer on a hot day. So cheers to the future, my friends. Number 5. Personal fabricators. Hey, are you ready to become your own factory owner? With 3D printing, we could print almost anything from household items to robots and even guns. Yeah, that's right, you could be printing your own personal army. Just kidding, please don't. But seriously, the technology is evolving fast. And we might see a future where we print vaccines and androids in our own homes. Who needs Amazon when you have a 3D printer? Number 4. Artificially intelligent personal assistants. Hey, remember Clippy and Siri? They were like those friends who were always there for us, even if they were a little annoying. Well, in the future, they could be even more personalized to our needs and quirks. These AI assistants might even have general intelligence, meaning we could have deep conversations with them. Who needs real friends when you have a robot BFF who knows all your secrets? Just kidding, real friends are important too, but seriously, the future is looking pretty robotic. Number 3. Megascale geoengineering projects. We've screwed up the planet so much that we need to start playing God with the weather. It's like we're children who can't be trusted with our toys. Except in this case, the toy is the entire planet. But fear not, because we have a solution. Geo Engineering Projects. Yes, that's right, we're going to engineer the heck out of this planet until it's fixed. And what does that mean, you ask? Well, it means we're going to be doing some pretty crazy stuff. For starters, we might see some giant artificial trees popping up. Why, you ask? Because apparently trees are pretty good at sucking up carbon dioxide, which we have way too much of these days. But since we've chopped down so many real trees, we need to make some fake ones to do the job. Makes perfect sense, right? And that's not all. We might also see things like advanced weathering and ocean fertilization. I mean, who needs natural processes when we can just do it all ourselves, right? We'll just throw some fertilizer in the ocean and boom, problem solved. But wait, there's more. We might even see weather control. Yes, you heard that right, weather control. Because apparently we're not content with just messing up the planet, we need to mess with the weather too. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? A lot could go wrong. Number 2. Unseen computers. Picture this, you're walking down the street wearing your favorite jacket when suddenly your sleeve starts vibrating. You look down and realize it's not your phone, but rather your computer jacket reminding you of an upcoming appointment. That's right, folks, invisible computers may soon be a reality. These tiny gadgets will be so small, they'll be embedded in our clothes, jewelry, and even our contact lenses. Who needs a phone in their pocket when you can have all your tech woven right into your wardrobe? And with tactile feedback and ambient intelligence, these invisible computers will be able to anticipate our needs before we even know them ourselves. Number 1. Virtual animals. While we may not yet have the technology to create a digital copy of a human brain, we can still have a lot of fun playing God with simpler organisms. I mean, who wouldn't want to have a bunch of digital ants scurrying around inside their computer? Just think of the possibilities. You could have them carry out little tasks for you, like organizing your files or retrieving your lost bookmarks. And if you get bored of ants, you could move on to more advanced creatures like bees or mice. But why stop there? Once we have digital copies of these creatures' minds, why not upload them to robotic bodies and create our own army of cyborg minions? Imagine a swarm of robotic ants crawling around your house, cleaning up crumbs and chasing away spiders. Or a team of robot mice scurrying around your office fetching you coffee and staplers. The possibilities are endless, and the future is looking bright and a little bit creepy. Alright guys, that's all we got for you today. If you got anything to say about all this, feel free to comment down below. And for more exciting content like this, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press that bell icon. We'll see you guys in the next video.